What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more EU5. As always, it's Sean here, and we are expanding our union of what's it called exactly? The English Union. We've already got France, we've already got Provence, we've got Holland, and now we are pushing to get Aragon into this. We have the marriage union that includes Bohemia. So I believe when Queen Hansa Lucembursko dies, this guy will join our union. Maybe. He's 18. We're 40. She's 42. Maybe we die and both have the same ruler? Potentially. That's what I would think would happen. If we have like one ruler on both thrones, but this one's not involved and we're just in some weird union, I'm going to be a little annoyed. We're going to figure out how it works. That's fine. Meanwhile, we're going to just push through Aragon here. I've realized we are making a ton of money, mostly because our army maintenance is very low, because our army is slowly starving to death. We need to save them. Which means we need to do some kind of war or buy our way out of this problem. The easiest access here is to get something with the Kingdom of Hungary. Is that going to happen? Not for a while. How is our opinion with Hungary, and is it improving? That's Morocco. There's Bohemia, Milan, Genoa. Let's do Hungary. Brandenburg does not like us. We need some... Who's the emperor again? It's Burgundy. Who can I attack that you'll defend? You know, if I get a claim on Brabant in our next thing... Okay, we fight Morocco. Fight Aragon. Fight Morocco. War against Brabant, depending on when we call our next parliament to free our levies. 2 months ago, that's a waste. We're going to have to buy access and use that to get these guys out. So this province right here is still Hungary. That's finished, but that has access to the sea, right? It does. There's a little port there. So if we get access with Hungary, we can get our guys saved. Let's just do, when do we potentially get that access? Because that 140 is quite brutal. We might lose our entire unit by then. With Naples. Mangreles? What the hell is that? Okay. New nations appear every day. Let's go speed 4 here just so I can ease back into it. And figure out what we're going to do. We're going to let our subjects win most of this, right? We want to break these guys out. I'm worried what happens if they die fully. Truthfully, what I really need is food access with you. 11 reasons. What does our opinion be modified by? Gift is fucking... Oh. Wow. 1,000% in gifts. We called a war. We're not an alliance. This increases trust. Opinion's gonna have to be the best one. What's your relation changing? So we're going up by 13 a year. So 20 a year. So 3 years ideally without giving a gift. Maybe sooner, depending on... Because I just need the food access so I don't die. Military access... I thought they would be black flagged by now. Or no, we have access to. If I got access through the Rhine, how many is it to get back to us? It'd be like Rhine, Upper Bavaria, and Lorraine. We're not at war with any of those guys. Okay, let's change our bureaucracy law. I want to start moving towards centralization. Believe in the long term it is better than decentralization. State satisfaction's fine, but the crown power is just so insanely strong here. And the key to this is going to be getting rid of some of these things that are affecting this. So, like, fortification license can go away for the nobility. This could go away for the burghers. Yeah, there's things we can do. Manorial court could go away as well. A lot of those can go away, and we can start moving towards centralization, which will be fine. That'll be good for us in the long run. Wish there was a black flag button here. 5% attrition. That's 5% of what you have, right? And not like 5% of your total, I would assume. We're gonna hope so. Forgot about this. Forgot about how I changed my message settings. Okay, Papal States takes a lot. They're just locations, though, so it's not too terrible. We will run with it. What do we want to invest in at this point? I'm going to just I'm going to go all in on the market villages. I do think it's a good idea. Like, what is it? Let's think about this again. New day, let's revisit it. So, possible laborers plus 100. Many more people can be employed. More soldiers, so we have a bonus to our higher cap of our manpower. Peasant power is fine. Peasants give us more taxes. So having more peasants gives us more taxes directly if they're strong in there. And they're so weak as an estate that we really don't have to worry about them getting much strength. Trade advantage plus 5 trade capacity. All good. Local food capacity, all good. What would I rather build? Royal Forest, I like the control, I like the crown power, but it's the fact you can't upgrade it and it develops less, where I don't think it's really, like, if you're late game, maybe. But I don't want to do that in a lot of places. I want to be able to grow our pop and have more city building, because cities are more, profitable. Forest is basically the same as what we had, but more food and no market impact. Fishing villages are pretty good. I could see fishing villages being even better. So what is the difference between the two? We don't get trade advantage. You do get more trade capacity, which we do like. And other than that, they're the same, right? So we should do fishing villages. Let's go down the fishing village route. Let's try this out. This will get us a bunch of sailors, which we want. And it gives us everything else the other thing has, and more traded capacity. Less advantage, more capacity. So we get... I think that's fine. We have enough trade advantage right now because we mostly control our market, right? Let's look at the market and think about that. Plus 20%. So we have... This is just our effects based on the estate. If I go into the market itself and look at countries in the market and sort by trade profit, right? We get 80. One profit here. Our advantage is not... Yeah. Okay. And look, 103 of that's own locations. And that does get affected by what we build in those locations. But London has all of the marketplaces. You can see here, we'll see some. It's going to be hard to see because it's going to, like, we don't get up to 3.1. And they're small numbers. So, like, each province can have up to 8 villages, giving you 0.8 trade advantage. So, in the grand scheme of things, we're talking about a percentage increase per, like, 800, 900 ducats invested. So maybe not the best return there. Our capacity is quite large. Oh, this is like excess capacity. Okay. And then food's doing fine. Yeah, we have a ton of excess food. Yeah, we just export. My food costs here. Does it tell me a breakdown where the costs are coming from? Sussex. This is the English market. You could spend like a whole hours and hours really getting into the details of the system here, but we will abstain from that. Who are we fighting right now? Oh, it's the other Burgundy. I want to gift other Burgundy to France. could. They're like angry at you, but they're not angry at you, you know? And the people that are angry at you are people who were gonna be trying to fight anyway. Revolter is gone. My girlfriend just yelped. She saw a bug. I gotta go deal with that. She's outside my window. Right back. All right. False alarm. It was just a big moth. Spooked her. Malaga. So this is our second revolt for Portugal. Okay, I want to actually get involved in this. Do I care though? I kind of like saving the money. What are we in a rush to do? Need to declare against Morocco. That's 3 years from now. Morocco has an alliance with just Tunis. You don't have enough boats to really stop me from doing anything if I really want to. What are our navies doing right now? Are they actually active, or do I just have them doing... Yeah, I want to use active. The other one, not so much. And they're starting to make a push into Aragon. Good. So, from Aragon, we want them in the Union. King is 41. We hopefully will not lose you immediately. I got to remember that that's a risk of happening if we wait too long in this war. That's a point in favor of actually trying real hard to get this stuff done. I think we'll end up getting food access in Bohemia before we have to worry about too much stuff. Prestige or stability. Our prestige is trending downwards. Traditionalists we already have. Legitimacy is going to cost us a lot of money to replace. Let's do the stability loss here. Because literally, like, our cost of court is twice of what we pay right now if we max it out. So that's 43 ducats a month, probably for 10 months equals 400 ducats. So do I value 20 stability over that many ducats? I don't think I do. At least not now when our stability is this high. If our stability was lower, I would make that trade, but not at this moment. Yeah, diplomacy is your big earner here. Normandy and Aquitaine, 10. Scotland, 10. Portugal, 10. That's just going to go up. The Pale doesn't give me a ton. We can improve our culture of the Highland. Sure. Can I get the same from one of you guys? I would love to improve culture. May of 50s, 30, 37. Okay. Speed 5. Move to Rome. Let's keep them in England. We don't tend to be fans of Rome. We can claim throne on Brunswick. That is a war that I want to declare, probably. In fact, that's our... Emperor won't join the HRE. We fight Austria here. We'll get out of this war. But we will be declaring that. We'll probably do both at the same time. I'll send my army against Morocco, and they can deal with Brunswick here. Need food access. It's close. So I'll give you opinion. Is Brunswick an elector? No, it's the Rhine. We got Bohemia. Okay. Food access. You stop dying. There we go. Oh, they're replenishing. Yes. Yes, please. You son of a bitch. Bastard. No, we have it. Okay, they canceled theirs. Okay. Good. That's fine, though. I will buy their food. All right, and let's do some more buildings here. Let's get our fishing villages all invested. I don't mind if they lose a little bit of money. I think sometimes, like, that money prediction is just a little strange. I don't need the spiner. That's a free map in Morocco, but I'd rather just get it the long way than take a loan. We need to kill Castile. We might. He despises us. I have a claim on you. I don't think I could get one because you have a truce. Truce is up soon. 10th of December, 10 days. This war we can peace out. Take your money, get the claim, all of that, yes. Welcome to the marriage union. And welcome to the personal union. Parliament we call right now. As long as you don't die within a little bit, we should be fine. Shit. Not a ton of money. Yeah, Aragon can lose some of that. Okay. So we are, from now, we will keep Aragon in our fold. Otherwise, we get someone. So why is that guy on the top when we have a higher score? Huh. Live per year will be fine. We have to go do our other fights. A lot of rebellions against Portugal. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to attack Morocco on the parliamentary approved claims. Granada gets called in, that's fine. Tunis gets called in, that's fine. Declare this. I'm going to maybe declare the second one too. Is my army good enough to get away? I attack Brunswick right now. Burgundy won't join. Austria will. Austria could probably kill my guys if I'm not careful. But let's take the claim throne anyway. Get those down. And we're going to raise our military. We're going to split them up. Probably send the bulk of our units down to deal with these wars. And you can get away. You can escape. Get back to this thing. You can finally run. You can finally get away. Get our army back. Castile is attacking Granada. Theoretically, wouldn't that give us access? If I take my little 5K stack here, can I march you all the way down? No, I need a fleet. Okay. In that case, let's get our transports. A lot of war going on here. Put all the transports right over here. Let's get our navy levies. Our fishing boats. All right, move this fleet here. Let's get the levies together first before I do this. It's a lot of coalition, huh? Do we care, though? I see Castile in there. Castile's in a war, though, so they won't join. Next time we call a parliament, I'll get Castile, like a CB on them. We focus on quality here. Everyone who's not in the Queen's Cannonade, assemble in Dover. Everyone who's down here and assemble in Abbeville. All of our navies that are not the best ones come assemble here as well. And our 5K stack is going to get themselves delivered. Where are you? Away they go. Claim throne on Austria. I'm currently in a war against Austria. I need to white piece them out, is what that's telling me. Brunswick would accept. Austria would not. We can do this, though. What does that tell me? Well, Austria is strong indeed, but they're not... What's the word I'm thinking here? They're not like an elector. Do we really care if we have Bohemia? I don't think we do. Bohemia's not going to like any of our taking any tactics since we're in a marriage union. Anything we do is sanctioned by them at this point. All right, we're going to take our large stack, and we're going to send it down to win the war over here. I need to get Austria out of it. My swarms might handle that on its own. Sure. Where is this army? Oh, you're going to go down there, and they're going to take you around the side. Okay. Right, any fleet that is not our main one, you're all unionized. You cross. How much capacity do you have here? 9,000? Split in half. March across. Thank you. Send you down there. Morocco has how many? 14K. Tunis is 19K. We'll need to get people involved for that. But I feel all right with my chances here. Meanwhile, how many people do you have? We can send one of these stacks, I think, is going to be the move here. Take the smaller stack, but not my heir here. I want to keep him alive. Army movement speed sounds great. This army is going to just march right to Austria's capital, which is already sieged. Just put pressure on something in Austria. "23 reasons. We just got to put some pressure there. White piece them, and we come back in time for our main war here, like we did with Aragon. Our 5K has arrived. Let's go speed along these revolts. And let's take... I really do wish it wouldn't take the Royal Navy when I do that automatic transportation. Like, I did it, but I don't think... If I assign you to a mission, I want you to stay on that mission and not get tasked with other things. I think that makes some sense. All right, this 28K, we're going to use our navies, and we're going to just drop you right into this Portuguese stuff. Well, maybe we can wait a little bit. So if I put you right here, you got a 9K capacity. You got a 6K. Yeah, group both these guys up. Let's get the transport fleet and this fleet. We're just going to put them in... Actually, we can march all the way down to here, can't we? Yeah, our 28K can just march down here. I don't mind if it takes a while. In fact, I'm kind of counting on it. I'm gonna put you down in Barcelona. Put a guy in charge here. We'll do tactics guy. That's a Habsburg. Winning this one pretty fast. It's going to give us a lot of infamy. At this point, I don't care. As long as we're smart with our truces, I don't think any of this stuff's going to matter. At this point, the strength of our army between us, France, Aragon, what have you, is going to exceed everybody except maybe Castile and Naples. Like, if Castile, Naples, and the Eastern guys get involved, we might be worried, but we're not concerned with that. Castile we are, but we just got to truce lock them, which we can probably do at this point. Once we get a parliament call 2 years ago. Got a little ways away from that. Right, come and siege this. Do you get in a fight and lose? Like, what's going on with you? Austria no longer has a fight in this. 42 reasons. Why are you two taking attrition here? Go sit in the port. Our succession was aligned. That's all good. Egypt just gave up a lot, or got a lot. I'm filling in Austria 5 years. And we keep moving along. Coalition list is large. We're going to make it even larger. But I'm not concerned. France is on this. France doesn't matter. You're on this. You don't matter. I could have killed off Burgundy here. Probably should have in that earlier war, but this is fine too. So you should have +5. You do. No blockade is unfortunate, but I don't really think it matters. Integration of somewhere is done. Where is our cabinet? Right over here. Any other integrations? Or are we done with those? We are done with those. Well, damn, what do I have you even do now? You're good at developing. Improved relations might be nice. Is it also... Is it like the old game where my improved relations affects antagonism? Let's test that. So right now we decay 2.1 here. If I assign you to improved relations, 25%. He only gets 48%. That was around 2.1. Let's see. How does that change the tick of the month? It doesn't. So that tells me it really only matters for the cap that you can improve for. Which means I don't want to be doing this because I don't give a damn about that cap. Unless you slowly build up to that level. No, I think it's instant. In that case, probably some conversions. Either conversions or developing provinces would be the best bet here. Legitimacy we don't need. Are there tribesmen to settle? Sure, let's settle some tribes. That or assimilate into our culture. Skill towards English. Do like a low percentage one. Sort by pops. This one right here. You need people in our culture. There you go. We'll work on that. That's going to take ages. That's never going to get done, but it's something we can do. Other options are to develop. I don't mind. could. Something with the Pickards. I can prove you. How much to use? If you're accepted, you say 7.7. We could afford the 7.7. They're tolerated. Another 5. Let's do that. There we go. You're accepted. It's 12% of our pop. They have a positive opinion. We have a kindred opinion here. Neutral opinion. We want to improve that, hopefully. Luckily, Artois is a Pickard nation, right? We are. Yes, so we can change them to kindred. And 1437. We'll want to do that. Where's our other army stationed here? I know these guys are marching. Yeah, he's over here just sieging. That's fine. Missed my chance to drop a piece out Austria peacefully there. All right, there. First garrison taken. We've gained cores. Successful. Okay, Union is enforced again. Aragon is in line with us. Need to use our navy to get to the next region here. Got a little whatever. Transport fleets having problems. Did you just leave this nation? Yeah. Okay, we gotta be more on top of the rebellions then, because they're just stupid. You gave up a whole province that I took a war to Okay. What's the fort that's blocking you? Oh, it's this one. Oh, yeah, I should never do that to rebels. If you have the advantage, you don't white peace them. You just take it out. Right? You've got high enthusiasm, full siege them, and annex them. Hell, let me assume leadership in the war. Now they've given up Sevilla. It's not a big blow. It's just stupid. Especially since it just became part of Castile. We fought a war for Castile for no fucking reason, is what that tells me. We took that from them, so we have to fight them again to get the same damn land. Including this stuff that was not part of this. This is part of Cadiz. Okay. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you vassal feed. We're going to keep our army down here to deal with the rebellions, is what that tells me I need to do. Since it's so far away from our homeland, we're going to need to be ready for it. We'll fight Morocco. Morocco's not going to be a problem. Our guys are getting a little hurt up here. It's the winter, which I assume is why we're losing it. Yeah, winter attrition. Go back to buildings here. We want to go and do more of the fishing ports. I feel like they're worthwhile. Throw all the money at it. And we're going to start our conquest over here. So what is our war goal? We want to give all of this to Portugal, and we're going to station an army here for sure. France wants to improve our cultural opinion. That sounds lovely. We do like the French in small portions. Get that 28% there. White peace with Aragon, that's fine. Don't have enough forces there to blockade, it seems. Austria's on the way out. Flame thrones on provinces, whatever. There goes Austria out of the war. All right, now let's get you back safe before we deal with Brunswick. Brunswick, we're going to put you in the stuff. I want to get my army out of here. Malaga is now gone. There you go. Cool. Now we just have one war to clean up. Look, I had more people in this army. What happened to them? All right, when is our truce up with you? 26. We have till 27, so let's keep an eye on that. 25th of August. 3 years from now. I like that white peace duration. That makes you be able to fit a lot more wars in here. All right, in this war, we are going... Byzantium. It's a Habsburg. There's a Habsburg in Byzantium. We're doing that too. What is happening? What is... We're going to have Brunswick, Austria, Byzantium, Aragon, France, Holland, Bohemia, Portugal. We're working on Eton Castile. That's all of this. We can feed them that. Brunswick will make North German. You'll be like Central and South German. Provence will make Italy. This is all of Greece. We're going to defend you against the Ottomans. The Ottomans aren't going to expand anymore. Who do you call in? Trebizond, Georgia, and Bulgaria. Nothing to worry about. Bulgaria's a little scary, but this feels overpowered. This feels like it should not be the case. And this also feels like something I'm going to have to make a larger video for, I think, besides just the Let's Plays. So, add that to my to-do list, as we do. Who's engaged in this war? You're still getting attacked by Castile, aren't you? What is occupied by Castile and what's occupied by us? We own that. So my good friend, well, Brunswick will peace out now. Is my army out of the way? It is, yes. There is Brunswick. Welcome to the Union. I don't think you're in danger of losing. Your heir is our heir, so we won't, on succession, we don't lose you. Flanders loses opinion. Let's get this army, like, just this war. Go and stand you down. How is our Queen's Cannonade unit? Multiples of 3. Okay, they're all there. Do we, like, take attrition in the winter or something? Like, what's going on here? What's the goal? They want to take Tazroot. Where is Tazroot? That's what we're sieging. Okay. Well, in that case, let's start sieging Fez. What's my blockade strength here, I wonder? And is it enough to deal with this? It's not. My artillery must be weak. It is very weak. What's happened to artillery? We need to let this unit replenish because artillery is very not strong. My Granada is out with their war with Castile. That means we take whatever's left. So occupy this to Portugal. It is alphabetical. Portugal. Portugal. And then we white peace, not white peace, we just take that all to Portugal. There we go. Well, Jeanette can get married and people are willing to actually marry us. The poor fools. It's Brittany, though, so we'll do Brittany. That's a Valois. Third in line, second in line, fourth in line. Let's do the second in line. Merge ourselves with the Valois. Nobody else will accept because of how large our marriage union is. It's 7 members. Oh, jeez. What are we taking? Are we having just bad, like, events here? What's happening with our manpower? Need to pay attention, because we're not getting attacked. Just a little bit of prestige here. Siege is good. We now have the war goal. Let's go and deal with that navy. Feels like something we're losing. Let's just get out there. None of our real boats. We did lose a real cog. Okay, let's get one cog. Actually, hey, we're out of cogs. Time to call in the Royal Navy here. I know you've been getting some stuff built to you, but I need more barks. Oh, I missed my number. I wanted 19s. I need to cancel 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Canceled. Naval maintenance. Mostly repairing. Oh, I discovered a diplomat, you rat bastard. Let's just take this fight. You guys are tough. Not that tough. I think Kansanate is unionized. Let's go take the capital here. Who else is in this war? Tripoli is the subject of Tunis, and we don't care about anybody, so let's try to knock Tunis out of the war. So when does this get done? You were in 26th, August 26th. How does our coalition look at this point? Mostly red, which is expected. Hope's actually trending downward. That's going to probably change. These guys are all going to get pissed at us eventually. No one's going to really join because we're just too strong. They have to believe they'll actually win. At least that's how it used to be. Maybe it's changed. I don't know. Let's send the Royal Navy back over. Well, we'll keep them up there for now. We don't need them anymore, I don't think. Rocco, what are you willing to accept if I were to just, like, take all the land? Let's not do that. Let's just go up the coast here. We'll take this county once the siege is done, and we'll just hold the coast. Probably need to just take this. Take all this stuff, eat a chunk out of them, and we'll start, you know, going that way as time progresses. Did I get the war goal? What's going on? Oh, we have the war goal. All right, here's where we can get our claims. Let's look at pop. We don't want to be in the capital right now. Fun farming estate seems like the best option. We're immediately going to look and see, do we have good options? Spiritual retreats, we lose some things. I want the CB regardless of what we do. We want a CB on this region of Cadiz. And we're going to try to help this out. Let's help the free subject movement. What does a spiritual retreat give us? Clergy power and food consumption. That can go away. That's fine. Really piss off the clergy. They're quite happy, so I don't mind that. Local assemblies, the omens get really pissed. They're quite happy. What does that give us? Just peasant power. Okay. Support of communal values. We already are turning towards that, so it's fine. We'll do one of the conciliatories. That's fine. We'll eat the war exhaustion and get rid of it. And now we just see how the stuff shakes out if we don't get it past here. But funding farming estates mean I can probably invest in my NGOs. Sort by goods. You're all impacted by farming estates, aren't you? You are. We're going to go and find everything here. Coal's not going to be on that list. Copper isn't. Fiber crops will be. We should go down the list of what makes us money here. Those definitely. Salt, maybe. No, 50. What is this? This is wool. That's on the list. Wool is still on the list. So wild game is a weird one. I don't think it will be. Is it on the list? That's just a cheap tooling. That's definitely there. And that's our money. Build up that tax base. One fight at a time. Tafilalt, Fiefdom. Who's independent here? I think it's just Tunis that's independent. Look how Flanders has arrived all the way over here. Eventually we'll need more artillery. Intrapult, those are nice. Those will help us get trade overseas. We'll look at that in a little bit. But for now, we get the fort. We're getting lack of food. Okay. That's going to hurt. They have quite strong forts here, I must say. Not that strong. Absentee, we get support, or we lose. Let's not lose support here. I want this to actually pass. It's a free investment. It's probably worth... How much does it give us? Yeah, that's like 3 improvements, 4 improvements. That's about 200 ducats worth of improvements. Not a ton in the grand scheme of things now that we're making money, but still, 200 ducats is good. Are you saying we don't have the war goal? What's going? Is it just battles? Defender ticket. Oh, it's because I took Tazra. Okay, let's just stop that then. Parliaments have given us the funds. Here comes the vassal swarm from France. Oh, there's a thing happening. Emery Knight versus Catholicism, plus 0.96. We'll do the local wedding customs. Good job. Capitan. So, going back to this, if I want... Click the wrong thing. I want that. 137. What do we get ditch here? Probably ditch that. And then, well, that province. I get the fort instead? No. That's fine. Yeah, that's a nice little foothold. Take some money. Set us up with a long truce. Leave my siege stack over here to make sure things are going right. Liberation of what? Oh. Yeah, legitimacy. We don't need legitimacy. Let's get the development and prosperity. Our legitimacy is maxed. This is 33 reasons away. Tunis is 13 reasons away. France is putting pressure on things. We hold everything we came for. This is their capital county, so that is going to be probably the most valuable land. The law has passed. We need to attack Castile. Once we get out of this, we attack Castile. Leave my vassals to fight it for me. I declare the wars for Austria and Byzantium. Doesn't have to be in that order, but I'm worried about Castile with the coalition. I want to keep them under truce, because if it starts to form, I get concerned. And 1 or 2 wars from Castile, and we won't care about them anymore. They'll be on the list of things that aren't important to us. Also the fact that our guy's starting to get up there in age. I want to get these claimed thrones done. We'll do Castile and Byzantium at the same time. I'll send my guys to fight Byzantium. There's no way they're getting there without our help. Yeah, I think that's about it. Byzantium is in a war against the Ottomans. That's why we want to fight this now. Yeah, once we get out of this, we will do them together. Burgundy on Upper Rhine, okay. When is our truce with you up? August of next year. 3 wars at once? I think that's fine, considering Castile's the one they're really going to focus on. Our vassals will fight Castile and Aragon, or Castile and Austria. We will deal with everyone else. Tunis is almost out of this. We just need a little bit more pressure on one of their things. They're in a fight, I believe. Are we still building stuff? We do. We have barks to build. Go back to building our... Can I just do this and then mass expand? Do a mass expansion round of RGOs. Cool to have money in this game. We've lost most of our artillery here. We're just getting besieged. We're slowly losing a lot of things. What did you see? They took Fez. Enemies at their war. Tunis is almost out in white peace. 1 tick of something, I can get this done. Shit, the war. Now we do it. Tunis is out. Just you. Can't get the damn thing because they took Fez. Leave the levies. Give me the levies. Levies go back and take Fez. I can't march there? What's the damn route? Yeah, let me get the fucking Fez, I guess. Yard fire. Upper Alsace. Maps of Yolof, those are nice. Let's get coastline. Let's get Cambia. Wait, is this Guinea? Let's get the West African coastline then. Instead of Guinea itself, you can go send. All right, this war. I want Fez. Lose the money. And we're close. It's about what we can besiege here. If I put a siege pressure right here. Austria's getting more stuff, meaning we're going to need to fight them. White piecing other people out. Morocco ceding ground. Ah, Hulks. Those are upgrades for this ship. Let's upgrade it. No better upgrades. We have a lot of fishing boats. Sorry. 26 Hulks. Do the Royal Navy. What do you got, Royal Navy? Let's check you out. Go ahead and sit back here. Anything upgradable? No. Patrol the seas in this region. We're gonna need you soon. Colin's getting their white pieces, so that's been going on for a little while, so you can tell. Fruit Bohemia. One reason. Two reasons. I'll take a little bit of money with this too, why not? We're gonna get out right away. August, that's actually around the time where we... Oh, there's a... Which is why we have high enthusiasm. We need to get out of here before that... Well, actually, Austria can't join our coalition just yet. You want this to be done, though. Why have you improved? You were losing so poorly here. That siege is done. Because they technically sieged that. Those are explorers. Because the white peace enforcement has started? Not know. Oh no. Well, we'll win this. Two reasons, one reason. This I don't understand. Decline. Go back to our buildings here. I want to build all of our fishing villages, mass build it. We've maxed out our fishing villages, I think is what that's telling me. Go to market building and mass build those. At least not maxed all of them out, but we've maxed out like 3 deep for each, is what that tells me. Right? You back here and start recovering. Actually, the cannons are weak. I shouldn't be doing anything with this. Multiples of 3. That's good. Espionage takes effort. Good. One of these go away. Austria's march of right now. Levies go away. Claim the throne. Don't care who gets involved. What levies are raised? We have no levies. We have no levies. Who has levies? No one. Go back one. It does like quarterly saves, I think. So we gotta just make sure. Gotta make sure. What month are we in? It's still March. Shit. There we go. I wish I had to reload it. Convinced that there's no levies here. Claim the throne of them. Doom is next year, September. Let's just do all of these together. And I went out of this one. For reasons. Two reasons. Won't you give that siege up? Thank you. Six reasons. This is Lady Joan. She's blocked out. Just get her up. That's fine. Ideally, I'd want to marry off my own kids. She's married. Eleanor. We need more, do some diplomatic spending here for a little bit. Capacity's fine. 4 reasons. Come on. Poland's involved. That's just the total sum of all of our enemies here. If you break it up, right, it's much lighter in all of them. Like trending in the wrong direction, which is so strange. We want to raise our levies again. There, and then we march here. See this dude's army somewhere. There's some lords insurgents. Our lords are pissed. What do you know? Why are our lords pissed? Okay. Well, need some opinion with the lords, don't we? I just married off my daughter. Shouldn't that have? What if I have you marry a noble? You're 16. Let's have someone who's roughly equivalent in age. Two reasons. Start the siege here, and that might be able to just enough to get us there. Just enough to get us there. Into the battle, it definitely will. 2 war score. You're joking me. There's a Castilian dude here. You crossed the strait, didn't you? Okay. Oh, we also want this, too. So, let's go through this. Austria, you're going to join us in a union. You're going to give us some money. Keep you in a long truce. Give us time to do stuff. And we're going to get war reps. Elsewhere, get our transport fleet back to here. Actually, let's get our transport levies. Praise all. All right, Royal Fleet and Transport Fleet come to the strait. Exceeds 100. Well, if I ditch this, I can maybe get it. Does that really exceed 100? It doesn't. No, yeah, there we go. The only question is, can I get it all to Portugal in time? Portugal. Where are you? Portugal. This list is going to get longer and longer as we go on. I hope this doesn't, like, increase my cost here. Portugal. Everything to Portugal. Portugal's now strong. Still has some new forts they have to siege. Seal with your 30k troops. Papal States with your some amount of troops. We will go land on Constantinople. We'll land near it. And march our way towards it. There. Everyone who's in our Navy can come here. Royal Navy, I want you just to sit over in this region. All of our guys who are not the Queen's candidate. I need someone to go pick up the Queen's candidate. We don't need them to be where they're at. And then everyone down here. Just meet up in Vale. Oh. And what do we want from Castile? Well, Castile is an annoying guy. Really. That alone is 129. Makes me really wish we got that control. Give up. Let's give up a little bit of the nothing lands. I want to make sure there's a corridor. That's all we can take? Okay. Well, what if I also want to take a little bit of Mercia? Let's just start with this, and I'll trim it back when we need it. If we can link up all of our lands and have a continuous path all the way through, then suppressing all these Portuguese things becomes easy. This is mine? Oh, that's Castilian. Work on it from there. All right, we're over time. We're going to go fight these wars in the next episode. It should be a good opportunity for us, right? You're up to 49. We're 48. We don't have a lot of time left. Which is why we kind of need to focus on the Austrian War and the Byzantine one. I don't care about Castile. If we can beat Byzantium, beat Austria, none of this other stuff matters. Like Castile, we can do whenever. I just queued it up because it's fun. So we'll focus on these two. Probably will send my troops first to Byzantium. I think Austria is losing as we speak. Don't know how close they are, but we should be able to piece out like Burgundy. I don't think Burgundy is going to be a problem in this. You know? Let's sort by strength here. Croatia. You know, some of these guys could probably, or low enthusiasm could be really good here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll eliminate these guys one piece by piece and hopefully have everything we need by the end of this. But for now, call this one here. Damn. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Sean Spooks, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.